I've got a box, yes. As I believe we're going to go racing here.
And the stream is finally back. I don't even know if the audio is working, but at least I see a car moving. I see a car moving. Let me turn up the volume of this TV.
Are we gonna have a late safety car in? No,
Don't
we're
even
gonna go
know.
around for another lap. Oh no, we
Okay.
are. We're having a really late call. Okay.
Is the audio working, GB? Because we kind of need to know that.
Oh no! Oh no! Safety car's gone round for another lap, and it's in this lap. Oh no!
What?
Oh no! As we're going racing, and the safety car's still going round. Oh lord, we're gonna have a.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my
What's
lord.
happening?
Have you seen a more bugged lobby in your life?
Safety's got. Max has got a penalty. Oh, Boo's got a penalty. Oh, what's happening?
Oh my lord. What the utter hell? I don't even know. I'm actually just shocked at how bad EA can
I don't
be
know why
sometimes.
this is so broken. This is like. I mean, the safety car's still going round, but apparently it's in,
So-
and we're going green.
Yeah, so we're currently on the
The
green flag
fuck?
racing chat, but everyone's following the safety car.
I mean, maybe it will pit this lap, and I don't know. If it
We
say
got-
that again, then it's bugged. And then we're gonna have to deal with this for the rest of the race.
I think we may have to
But
do
we can't.
another restart.
Surely not. It's just been.
This has been
Man.
horrific.
But let's wait and see what happens this time. If the safety car doesn't come in, then
At least,
gonna have to
our
think of something else.
championship leaders have not got any dodgy pay-ins from this, whatever this is.
yeah. In the good news, our championship leaders are still okay.
But dear lord, this has been a glitch I didn't even know was possible, that you could be green flag under
neither did
safety
I.
car. What does that even mean? Literally is backwards.
Oh. Right, let's see if it pits this time as it's coming round the final corners now. Hopefully it peels into the pits and we can go racing, but if not, then, well... Dynamic Duo is your champion.
I mean,
Fuck
but
it out.
now is the safety car going in?
I can't tell. I think it is. Going pretty slow. Alright, I think it's in.
Alright,
Right.
hopefully we can get a safety car restart
Right,
this
Ethan's
time.
gone. We're going! Yay!
Ethan has
Let's
dropped
go.
the hammer, and finally we get to see some racing. Oh my lord, we have been waiting for
Be
quite
careful,
some time
please.
for this. As Dynamic Dune are
Side
going
by
to send
side.
it on the inside of Addiction. And will the
Oh, he
Alpha
doesn't let
Tari
him go.
get through? And the lovely
Let's
move
throw.
there
Oh, we've got
from Dynamic Duo there into P8. Meanwhile, Robstar gets ahead of Spared Fungus now. Spared Fungus now on the back of Robstar, as there's going to be a Haas of the lanky one sending it on Spared Fungus. And the lanky
He's
one...
got Dynamic Duo up his
Oh
inside.
no! There's a Mercedes into the wall of Dub Z!
That's Dubs E!
That's another safety car. I
No!
don't believe it. Stop! Oh, why did I make this the fucking finale? Why did I do this? Why did I do this?
Oh,
Oh,
oh, incredible.
Oh my lord. We just seen Dubsy sidewards into the wall and immediate safety car again. I think Dynamic Duo may win the championship just by the whole race being the safety car. Because currently as it stands, I'm pretty sure Dynamic Duo does win the championship P7 to GB's P2. But I can't believe it, another safety car. And
I mean, we've
For
already
those
had
of you-
two, and it's lap
Yeah.
7.
for those of you who are
If we have
unaware,
one more.
if you box onto hards, you could make it to the end from here. I think hards to the end is the way to go.
Yeah, I think Hearts to the end can go
Yeah.
definitely
so
now.
I'm betting everyone will peel into the pits and box to the end.
Let's see
for the
who's
hards.
listening.
Does anyone here in the on
Top
the
two
track
don't.
have a brain. No, the top
Crypto
three.
will.
The podium
Rockstar
drivers
does.
don't have a brain, and
Bungus
Crypto.
does. Oh, and
Crypto is the
Dynamic
first
Duo
driver
does.
with a brain, and Crypto in on the hard to the end here.
Yours in.
And
So-
Dynamic Duo also has a brain, so Ultra says there's a maximum of 5 safety cars. I hope the VSC counts as a safety car, because that would mean...
I've never seen more than three full safety cars
Oh no, I
in my
have.
life.
I for sure have, and I'm
fuck's sake,
pretty
don't-
sure you
don't
for
say
sure
that.
have, because there's been... Last year at Vegas, I'm pretty sure there was more than 3. I think there was 4 or 5.
I can't tell. Is this more scuffed than last season? Because we've already had 3 lobbies, technically.
I think I don't think there was really lobby issues. I think it was just skill issues in season 1.
Everyone
whereas
just doesn't know how to drive.
this one is just the lobby has been so messed up, and I think it's finally, fingers crossed, knock on wood. Please don't let me jinx this, but I think it is balanced out.
Hopefully.
I just realized Ranga's not even in. Let's invite Ranga again.
Oh my god. I swear he joined and then I don't know if he left again. Or he's not able to control his car. Don't know. But he's still P8, so he's not bad.
It says he's currently on FIFA, so I doubt he's coming back on. But anyway,
Well, last we'll see Ranga this season.
unfortunately,
Coming up.
that may be the end for Ranga's race. But this race is Carnage, and I would have liked if it was more on-track Carnage than lobby issues Carnage, because we missed the first 5 laps. Absolutely, we missed what happened Zampa, we missed what happened Evan, and we missed what happened Frigi. Did not see what happened to cause these safety cars, but we did see what happened to Dubsy. Thankfully, Dubsy did
Did not DNF.
he did not
Oh,
DNF,
right.
but Nudomatic and RAF and Dubsy could all make it to the end on these mediums. It would be a little bit of a stretch, but they can definitely do it.
Max is in.
As
Max will
SDK
be
Max.
lost. Bit of a bad time to pit, to be honest. He's serving a penalty. Serving
Well-
5 seconds. Which I think he
And he is
received
going-
on that bullshit.
And he is
Um,
getting
yellow
He
flag.
is getting hard to the end, so it will certainly help him. But I would have, if we just did not have the lobby chaos with green flag while still being under the safety car, that would have been great. You know.
Yeah, that was stupid. I've never seen that before. But I think the safety car should be in the slap since Max will catch up. So, yeah, hopefully we don't get any of that carnage again. Is what I worried was going to happen is that the safety car was going to just stay out while they were racing.
Yeah. Thankfully, the safety
I've
car
seen that
did.
glitch happen.
It did go in. I was also scared that the safety car was just going to keep staying out, and then we'd have definitely had to restart. At
Yeah.
this point, though, I think if we do restart, it'll be just a 25% race. And Nudomatic gets
no.
a 5-second after hitting Sid.
Sid. One
I
of our
don't-
newbies. Oh, I think he's
Nudomatic,
got
does he have-
damage.
Who is
Oh, he's hit
damage?
the wall again. I think he might have damage on his right side end plate. Oh no, he's okay,
Don't-
never mind.
I don't see any damage on Nudomatic, but he does definitely have a pen, and we'll see if that
That's
sees the
unfortunate
stewards
for him.
later
So I'm
on.
pretty sure, I think Sid also has a pin anyway. From last safety car, I believe. I don't know.
I do think that we should hopefully get the safety car in this lap, and hopefully this time it actually goes in. That'd be great, EA.
Right, it
you
should
make
be
the
now.
game work. And it's not,
not?
said it, but a lot of
Oh,
the times
God.
it does do a late call-in like it did last time. It did a late call-in and then didn't even go in.
Alright,
This
it's in.
time it's an earlier call-in than it was last time, but hopefully it's
Right.
actually in. I'm betting
Have a
Ethan
better
does
one.
I'm betting Ethan is really, more than trying to get a good restart, he's actually just looking to see that the car goes in, and it is definitely going in. It's going very far
Oh.
left, and actually it's on
Alright.
my screen just vanished into thin air. But anyway, we're
Nice.
going to go on board with Ethan in the Alfa Romeo to
It's
see
gone.
can he get a good restart here. And he has gone, but
BB's
GB
stuck with him.
right up the gearbox of Ethan.
Right,
As
everyone, please keep it clean.
Ranga's car's
Please.
into the pit lane, so at least his car's out of the way. And Dynamic Duo now on the inside of Spared Fungus now, our championship leader, round the outside of Spared Fungus into P8 now. And Dynamic Duo is one of the drivers who's on the best strategy at the moment. Dynamic Duo behind
Dub Z.
Crypto.
Dub Z passes RAF on the fresh mediums, which will probably take them to the end. It's going to be a stretch.
Dynamic Duo is one of the lead drivers in this train of drivers who have pitted. Meanwhile, GB now fallen a bit back from Ethan.
Ooh! Oh! Who's that? Oh!
That is Addiction. Addiction's ghosted. I was going to say he lagged out, but I think he just had a bit of contact and ghosted. I think Addiction may have had contact with the wall here. As Robstar in behind Addiction. And I
so
don't
another
know if
position for Dynamic Duo, so that's not what GP wants.
Addiction, I don't see any wing damage on him. He may have slight wing damage. Meanwhile, the lanky one now outside the DRS from Freddy as Crypto
going to
now.
make a move onto the Salmon for P5.
And
surely
the Salmon is going to let through his teammate as well here. And instead he's completely parked in the apex and he's blocking his teammate here.
There he goes, he lets him through now.
Dynamic Duo had a really fight for that one as we see a driver coming into the pits, and that is that's the lanky one who did not do his first pit stop, I believe. But Dynamic Duo has been making moves and is now up to P5, and he just needs to stay within inside the DRS range of Crypto, because Crypto is a quick driver here and could get his first win.
Is actually the net race leader at the moment.
Yeah, net race
obviously
leader.
The guys ahead will have to pit.
Yeah, and also the Crypto's tires are currently a lot better. I think the guys ahead are hoping for another safety car to maybe get onto the softs.
Oh, I don't know how long the fresh shot. Oh, GB. Don't scare me like that. Oh.
But maybe that could work. If there's a safety car comes out around lap 13, I think they could definitely get onto the softs. But in that scenario, they're going to need to stay out and hope for a safety car, which at Vegas is not really a bad shout. But that is really the strategy that they have to go for at this point, is just hoping for another safety car and keeping track position. But now Crypto is now inside the DRS of that lead pack of drivers who are yet to pit. And Duo now...
Does he passes another car? Passes Sid for P9. Oh, Sid!
Oh, Sid! Big crunch of the wall from Sid
just
there.
turned in the wall himself there. I think he was trying to get the toe off of Dub Z, and he's
just
swerved
lost
too
control
aggressively.
Of the car. And Sid now
he's
tapping the rear of Max. And Sid now is probably going to have to box here as the DRS is finally enabled.
Oh, he doesn't.
But Sid's going to stay out here. Meanwhile, GB right up the gearbox of Ethan here. And Ethan's searching for that first win in WHF as GB is searching.
Because of the penalties.
Nope. GB searching for the championship win.
Not. Oh, bit of contact.
We did hear a bit of
contact with Freddy.
Meanwhile, Crypto, who's on these fresher hards now, has joined the battle for the lead. Can Dynamic Duo start to catch these drivers now that there is a bit of a train forming?
Well, Sid passes Cthulhu.
These medium runners. Yeah, these medium runners going very slowly here.
Cthulhu's in the wall! We're going to have another safety car.
Safety car for sure. And that has benefited the medium runners, and Sid gets a 5-second time penalty. And I went on board there with Sid, and that may have been the right call, because I don't know what he was thinking going for a move there. But I didn't see it.
I don't want to blame anyone specifically, but I feel that was Cthulhu's fault. Because Sid was on his outside, and he just turned just as if he wasn't there. But I mean, I have it on my stream, so we will review it.
In that case, very unfortunate for Sid and Cthulhu, but Sid even more unfortunate because he doesn't.
Use a pit now.
Yep, Sauce.
No.
Probably go to the end as Addiction's retired. Addiction's lost it. A pneumatic. Pneumatic's hit the wall. Oh my lord.
What on earth is going on in this race? My lord. Anyway,
Wow,
top three are pitted. Oh, and the Ferrari's going to double
Ethan's
stack.
on the hards, GB's on the hards, and I believe
Crypto's
Freddy's on the
pit
hards
again.
as well. As
Pit again,
Crypto,
so going to mediums.
he's going to mediums, he's going to fresh mediums, which I would say is honestly, mediums to the end is the best tire for sure. I would
Yeah.
honestly, well, you know, you can try the softs to the end from here because the safety car will help extend the life of the softs. But honestly, the mediums are the best tire at this stage. So Crypto is in a very good position here, but that safety car has massively helped Ethan and GB. But Dynamic Duo now is leading
Oh,
the way. But he does have 5-lap-old hards. But can Robstar and Max, the McLarens, kind of work as a shield to Duo to allow him to escape off into the distance? We will see. But currently 5 out of the top 20 have retired here on lap 13. And
everyone
I
will
can-
score 2 points.
you know what? For a fact, this is better than last season because I remember it was like 6 drivers out at lap 6 or like 7 drivers out at lap
Yeah.
7. It was
yeah,
that
I know,
bad.
yeah, that was like one a lap.
So-
I remember that.
So the fact that it's only
Yeah.
5 drivers out at lap 13, it's an improvement for
better.
tier 2. But that's genuinely how bad it is.
Oh, God. Right, well, we know for next game we are never coming back to Las Vegas for tier 2. Don't even care if it's a new game.
That's what you think. Surely it'll not be as bad as this.
What?
What? Anyway, moving
I'm so
swiftly on.
confused.
I was just saying, that's what you think. Maybe we will come back. Anyway,
No.
um, moving onward, Duo does lead the championship and the race, but he does have 5-lap
But the
older
other
hards.
tires, but
And
Yeah.
Ethan and GB, if they were directly behind him, they would swallow him up immediately. He would definitely feel those tires. But Robstar and Max could play a factor in this race.
oh, Cthulhu's
where-
left. Oh wait, he's already out. Never mind.
If they are battling with Ethan and GB, they could hold him up, and it could allow Duo to escape a couple seconds up the road. That would limit the damage that would be done under the safety car. But I'd honestly say Crypto is in the best position here on the mediums to the end here. And his tires will certainly last to the end, so Crypto is definitely in the best position. But honestly, we'll have 10
Well,
laps under the
there's-
safety car.
Sid
And I
has
do
passed
believe-
RAF. What the hell's got? Oh, RAF went off. RAF has just recovered from the escape road, so.
He says,
And I'm
nah.
gonna say something which which is a bit funny because I remember this from last season. RAF purposely crashed himself out at that corner because I remember that.
Although I'm seeing a couple of complaining in the chat, so I'm just gonna have to do the right thing.
And tell
And
him
that
to shut the fuck up.
is-
Oh, they've now. WT Addictions left him. He's out. Never mind. Oh, RAF! What the fuck? are you
RAF
doing,
and
buddy?
Sid crash into each other.
RAF? Yep. Good one. Caught that. You see that?
I only looked up, so I didn't properly see it.
Yeah, that was RAF just turning into Sid. Turning right in a left-hand corner. Yeah. On stream, so busted. Hopefully they don't do this again though. Praying they don't.
As the safety car will be in this lap. And RAF is definitely going to have to come in to fix that front wing as Sid picks up a
Sid's
time
got
penalty
a pen.
under the
Safety car.
restart here. And
Oh!
RAF has been
He's
the
driven
back
to
of
pneumatic.
Pneumatic. As we go onto the restart here, and it's almost 4 wide!
What? They're not
Oh,
going.
it's done the thing again. It's done the safety car thing again.
Oh,
Oh
sake.
my god. What Oh my lord.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
I don't believe it. Actually don't believe it.
Well, yeah. That'll be the worst race I think I've ever witnessed on this game.
No, it was last season's. Last season's was
No, I mean
worse.
for glitches.
Well,
That was just
for
driver
glitches, yes, because we've had the same safety car glitch twice in a row here. I don't even know if it's like giving them a delta or what on their screen.
They must be, since they're going very slow. So, I mean, I want to watch someone who's streaming, watch their point of view, see what's happening. But this is ridiculous. Oh, what the hell? As Robstar's trying to overtake Dynamic Duo under the, I don't know, what do we say, the green flag? Oh,
Yeah, I don't even...
stay under the safety car, I have no idea.
Under the safety car, this is just the glitchiest race I've seen.
Yeah. How about for Sid? He's only just joined and he's being targeted by RAF.
But hopefully we'll get restarted this time.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, if it's anything to go by last time, it should pit now, but if it doesn't, then well, God's sake.
Oh, I don't even know what to do if it just breaks now. Please don't break now. Though, I see the safety cars very far in the distance, and I don't know if it's going in.
Can't tell if it's going in. I think it has. That's
I think
Duo's
it has
gone.
gone in, and
Right,
Duo's now gone finally, and after all of the horrific glitches,
Ethan
we
on the back of
finally-
Max. He's going to look up the inside of turn 1.
What?
All side by side. What's that camera angle?
Yeah, Ethan.
Oh, Ethan.
Thank you for
Right,
the
run
follow in the
outside.
chat.
Oh, he gets it.
Facil or whatever. That's a long name to read. Anyway, but Ethan gets ahead. GB now looking to get through on Max if he can. Crypto's crunched the wall on the outside of GB!
Oh, that was a risky place to go for an outside move.
Crunches the wall as Ethan now all over the rear of Robstar. There's contact between Ethan and Robstar.
Contact between Max and GB.
Duo now, as I mentioned, is now 2.2
scared.
off the road. And Ethan now trying to go side by side with Robstar in a very
I'm so
risky
scared right
corner
now.
to do it. And Ethan may send it here in before. And Ethan puts the McLaren into the wall, and the other McLarens come across the track, and Max has been hit. And there's an Alpha tearing round of the Salmon as well. But now
The McLarens have taken each other out. Oh.
I think that was more. Ethan put Robstar on the wall, and then Robstar did not have control of his
GB going
car.
for the move on Spared Fungus. He's also going to try and get past Robstar, who has no wing.
And very risky place to squeeze through in the final corner, and GB does it. Spared Fungus now on the rear of GB, but GB now is 1.7 behind Crypto, and Crypto now trying to get past Ethan, who's now 2 seconds behind Duo. And as mentioned, the two McLarens battling has helped Duo pull a bit of a gap here.
And I wish my phone was working because I want to see the Discord chat right now. Oh my god.
Absolute carnage.
Yeah, I figured, but yeah, there we go. Max, and both McLarens that have come into the pits for a change of wing. And oh, what the hell? Robstar's just broken his wing. No, that was Max. Oh my god, what's going on?
As the Salmon gets through on Sid. The gap now is 1.2 to Dynamic Duo.
Wait, hang on a minute.
What?
Oh, for a second I thought Dynamic Duo had lagged out. What on earth? Because now Ethan's within a second. Dynamic Duo has just lost about a second and a half.
GB, importantly, who needs the catch in the championship here, is 2.4 behind and has the Mercedes of Spared Fungus in behind him as well, with the Ferrari of Freddy also joining this battle. Freddy closing on Spared Fungus here, as Spared Fungus trying to close on GB as well. Spared Fungus goes defensive. Freddy has a look on the inside, but no move to be made there. We have the other Mercedes of Dub Z here in this fight as well. A lovely fight. You've got Ferrari, Mercedes, and Ferrari, and then Mercedes again. So, as Ethan sets the fastest lap now, and he's closing right up to Duo, and if Duo is smart here, he'll just let these two drivers through and hold on to their DRS as long as he can. He does not want to throw his championship away battling when he does not need to.
God, I really hope these guys do not get contact, and I would not want to see a championship decided by one of these two DNFing.
Meanwhile, GB and Freddy side by side. Does GB have damage?
Sure, oh,
he does.
Not.
He's missing his front left.
Oh no.
And Spared Fungus got through on GB as well, so GB needs a safety car so that he can get onto the softs here. Otherwise, that is his championship done and dusted. But if I were GB, I'd stay out here because there could still be drama to happen.
GB's off!
It's GB off, and GB into the wall. GB into the wall, I believe.
No.
Went deep, as meanwhile Dynamic Duo now losing out to Ethan. And if I'm Dynamic Duo, I'm just holding position, making sure I'm not involved in any incidents, because as long as Dynamic Duo doesn't lose too massively, he will win this championship. Meanwhile, REF almost into the rear of GB now. Oh, and REF's around! REF's in the wall! REF is in the wall! It's another safety car! It's another safety car as GB does pit. Does he get his wing fixed though? Tell your team to fix your wing. I beg, he told them. I beg, he told them to fix it. I beg.
He did. Oh my god, he did.
He did. Oh my god, thank the Lord. But RAF out, and another safety car here.
That means we're gonna have the same bullshit again with the safety car staying out.
But Ethan and Dynamic Duo, Crypto, Freddy, and Ranga, although Ranga's not even here, but they will all get onto the softs.
Oh my god! Sure. So this is actually gonna boil down, I think, now to a very good, very exciting finish.
Because
GB on softs.
Because Ethan, Dynamic Duo, Crypto, and Freddy all will have the VSC out to basically protect their position, so they will not lose out under this safety car. Even though the safety car was coming out as they were entering the first corner, they beat the safety car out of the pits. If the safety car had came out a couple seconds earlier, they might have been stuck behind the safety car on those older tires, which would have meant they would have been really swamped by these soft runners. But this is currently a good race for Spared Fungus. He's P5 on these softs.
I mean, I don't know where GB got that damage from. Maybe it was Spared Fungus that did that, but I don't remember seeing.
It could have been, but also there is a thing here. We can go wide a lot, turn 4.
Oh wait, hang
brake too late. What?
Is that the other Ferrari with damage? I can't tell. I thought I saw a missing end plate from Freddy, but I need a better camera angle.
Freddy, no, he's still intact.
He's okay. Sure. We just make sure everyone's got their wings. As the top 3 are going to pit, and GB is very far behind, so he's not going to overtake these guys, unfortunately. But this is actually going to neutralise everything, unfortunately. So, yeah, just wanted a fun race. Damn, SMH.
Thankfully, everyone is going to pit and has gone in for the softs. So
Spared Fungus might come out. Going to come out P3.
And Spared Fungus, if you'll think back to the opening race this season, Spared Fungus almost had the win in Bahrain and could potentially have an opportunity to win again here. So we'll see if he can get it back.
Ranga. Oh wait, no, he's not. That's not him, is it?
Yeah, he's not even been in.
Stayed out. It's not him.
He's not even been in for the whole race.
That's Robstar actually. On me, he's down in 10th. Has also stayed out. So, I'm surprised he didn't pit. I think, yeah, Max pitted his teammate. He's way down at the back with Sid. He's probably thinking in his head after that incident with RAF, karma. Say less. No. You know who I feel sorry for right now? GB. 'Cause he's gonna make a highlight
Yeah,
video for all this shit.
Yeah, GB has a lot of work to do, especially for the first 5 laps where I wasn't even here and the stream was just dead. Just the game would not let things happen. Hopefully we can get the final 5 laps, because if it crashes now I'm going to actually cry on stream and you'll hear me sobbing.
Right, I don't know if it's going to be in this lap, since we've still got Max coming around and also Sid, so we might have to go around one more lap. So we may have 3 laps to decide the champion.
We may have a little bit longer time, and Duo just needs to keep it clean and not lose out. A spared fungus.
What the fuck? What the hell?
I'm
gonna guess that was just him having too much hyperspeed and.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's what it was.
Going past him. That was weird.
I'm hoping there's no big incidents that cause.
This might be another late call.
No. They're way past it.
Alright, we're good.
It'd be funny if like the safety car just cut the pit entry just to spice things up. Just that would be the ultimate glitch if you just see the safety car.
Got Dubsy and Robstar changing positions.
Yeah. And there's still a lot to play for here in this race. What I can do though while we are on the safety car is I can type in the drivers who haven't finished, because their results will remain the same. But an unfortunate end to Friggy Evan, Zampa, Cthulhu, Addiction and RAF. 14 drivers remain with 4 laps to go.
I feel sorry for Zampa. I mean,
in this race,
in that Red Bull, he was having a pretty good of a season, but he was out on thing. I'm pretty sure on lap 2 or something.
Yeah.
Or lap 1, or I don't remember what lap, but unlucky for Zampa.
And unfortunately, it will not improve his position in the championship. Which, if I get up now, Zampa will finish on. Let's see here. He will finish on. If it lets me open the thing. Zampa's going to finish on 80 points in the Red Bull and could be caught by GB here currently, who is P9, who we're on board with. And
B?
I mean Dubsy, Jesus.
Oh god, I was going to say, what the hell? Why is GB and not like
we're having a bad day, lads. We're having a bad day. Anyway.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to go racing. And I'm going to sit forward in my chair, because this is probably going to be the most chaotic last couple of laps that we are going to witness. And I can promise you that from what the race has already been like. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Everyone strap in. This is going to be, well, I would say exciting, but...
Yep, we're going to move up to Ethan to get this restarted. And what we'll do our championship leader... Will he risk going for the win, which could end in tears? But GB, even if Dynamic Duo were to somehow retire, GB would need to get up to P3, and he's currently P8. So GB's going to need a monster drive here, as Ethan went for a very late restart here, and GB now looking on the inside, and that yellow is non-existent, I believe, as GB now on the inside of his teammate Freddy.
Outside
going for the outside of his teammate Freddy, as Freddy's defending, and I'm sure GB not happy to see his teammate defending the position, but Freddy does let him through in the end, as GB now heading after the lanky one. Then he's got Crypto, then Spared Fungus, then he has his championship rival Dynamic Duo.
P2.
But he needs Dynamic Duo to have an absolute mare here, with 3 laps to go following lap 22 that we're currently on here, as Dynamic Duo now following Ethan, trying to get another win here is Dynamic Duo in the Alfa Romeo. Meanwhile, Ethan trying to get his first win of the season. Can he get it, or will Dynamic Duo?
I think Crypto's going to get past Spared Fungus here. He's pretty close without the DRS, but with the Slipstream and the ERS, he's going to pass him. It does.
Yep. Crypto now on
Easy
the
move.
outside of Spared Fungus. Getting through. Can Spared Fungus with the Slipstream get back ahead here as he looks on the inside now and sends it late?
Spared Fungus! Oh my word.
As they both emerge, though, Crypto keeps it ahead. Thank you in the chat for the follow, Nemo. We're now on 813 followers, so thank you all who everyone who has followed. We're here in the Tier 2 finale here in Season 2 WHF. Thank you all for joining us, and we're hopefully going to have a very fun final sprint here to end the season as Robstar! Big contact with Max and Robstar. That
these
could
two
be
McLarens
his
do
race.
not like each other.
Done and dusted. As Sid now trying to defend from Robstar here, side by side. Robstar goes deep though, losing the rear. Meanwhile, the lanky one closing up to Spared Fungus now. As Crypto's now 1.6. Crypto now 1.6 off the 2 leaders of Dynamic Duo and Ethan. So the win is still on here.
That if Dynamic Duo was the DNF now, GB's still not in position to win the championship, so he still needs to pass another 3 cars.
Yeah, he still needs
He can
to
see the
pass
3 ahead of him. He's
all
only
the
going to have
3
2
drivers.
laps to do it with DRS, so it's going to be a tough ask.
He's surely got to dump everything now in behind the lanky one in the Haas to try and get by. Meanwhile, the lanky one trying to get by. Dynamic Duo on the inside sends it in into the final corner. Dynamic Duo with a lovely move. Can Ethan find a way back through again? Meanwhile, GB through on the lanky one, and GB now into P5 as we're going to head now onto the penultimate lap. Ethan now looking for the move back through again on Dynamic Duo, who's going to move to the inside, but Dynamic Duo going to keep it ahead round the outside here as Crypto now closing the gap to the leaders.
Freddy and GB are going to fight. No, boys, you don't want
as
this.
Sid's retired, there's not going to be a safety car because that's far too late.
Oh, Freddy's going to pass GB.
Freddy passing GB, and
So is
GB, I'm sure. Oh no, the lanky one round the outside of GB as well here. This could go from bad to worse now, as GB, I'm sure, is not too happy with his teammate, considering GB could win the championship here, but he needs things to go his way. Meanwhile, Dubz picks up his first penalty of the day, the only driver with a time penalty currently out on track. Meanwhile, Spared Fungus looking for way through on Crypto as we're on the penultimate lap now.
I think of the season, innit? Did he finish in the podium in Bahrain?
Who?
Spared Fungus, did he get a podium in Bahrain?
I believe so, yeah. Well, I think, to my knowledge. Pretty sure he did get
He's going
P3.
to definitely get the move now.
And Freddy now looking for way back through. Is Ethan back through. And Spared Fungus also through. Freddy through into P4 as well. And GB now, as we head onto the final lap, is P6 and can see the championship.
The rear end.
He can see the championship slipping away here in Vegas.
Well, Ethan's actually passed him. Ethan passed for the lead.
And Freddy now sets the fastest lap, and he's going to send it on the inside of Spared Fungus here, looking for the podium. Spared Fungus now in the Mercedes on the outside, looking for way back through on Freddy, but Freddy sweeps across and gets into P3 now. And GB still not able to get close enough as Ethan.
Oh, they're
backing
playing
out.
DRS chicken.
DRS chicken here. Ethan backs out, lets Dynamic Duo through because Ethan wants the DRS here on the final lap, and it has allowed Freddy. It has allowed Freddy into the DRS here if he can just keep it together through.
This, I swear to God.
If he can just keep it together through these next couple of corners.
I think it's over for you, buddy, but we're watching this.
On the final lap now of this Tier 2 championship, Ethan now will have the DRS on Dynamic Duo. Can Dynamic Duo defend from Ethan down the back straight here, down the Las Vegas strip? A poetic way to end the championship here, But Ethan, I believe, will take the lead and get his first win of the season in WHF. But it is going to come down to Dynamic Duo navigating these final couple corners. Did he brush the wall? I think he brushed the wall, but despite that, Dynamic Duo here is going to finish here in P2, but he'll be P1 in the Tier 2 Championship. Dynamic Duo wins here in Las Vegas and wins the championship.
And GB gets P4 by
GB
8300ths.
He gets P4, jumps Crypto just across the line. And what a close finish it was there. But Dynamic Duo is your champion. Dynamic Duo here wins in Las Vegas. As
How's Ranga got driver of the day?
That doesn't make any sense, game. Please fix yourself.
What the hell?
But anyway, Ethan does get his first win of the season here in Las Vegas. I do believe Freddy got the fastest lap here. And
yeah,
while we're here,
the penultimate lap, so
as we've now got a black screen, thank the Lord it finally loaded in. I'm going to try and take a picture of the result.
Man, what a terrible race to finish off the season. God damn.
But a very dramatic race nonetheless, and Dynamic Duo wins the championship and also wins the Constructors for AlphaTauri, as they've won by 4 points here. Did the Salmon retire? Or
Salmon was in 9th.
Was in 9th, so yeah. So the Salmon finishing 9th will completely cement their Constructors Championship.
Alright. I'm confused by the fact that they've given the driver's seat to Ranga, who wasn't in the lobby the whole time, and has gone from 3rd to 13th.
That is just how broken this game is.
Also, Sid, who finished in 14th, had 8 pit stops. 8.
That is impressive, but let me try and get the race director before it expires. And somehow it's not that long. I don't even know how it's not that long. And I've got the driver screen for Ultra, so I'm sure I'll be happy with that. But let me type in all the results here. If you can, invite the leading drivers to the party, and I will make sure I've got...
this is going to be very hostile, isn't it?
I'm going to invite... I'm going to type in the results here so we can get the championship order here.
Well, I'm going to end my stream and we'll go off yours.
Okay. But once I enter this all in, we'll know the championship order. Dubsy gets P10. Rob. Star. And we'll have a look at the standings after we see where everyone's finished. But the championship standing should now be all up to date. AlphaTauri win the Constructors with 310 points to Ferrari's 297 points. Mercedes are in P3 in the championship, followed by Alpine, followed by Red Bull, Aston Martin, Alfa Romeo, Williams, who beat McLaren just by 3 points. And it is Haas, unfortunately, who are last in the Constructors. And unfortunately, that's just how it be. Anyway, Dynamic Duo does win the championship here with 244 points to GB's 219 points. Followed by Dubo, Spared Fungus, Josh, Charisma, Zampa. Dubsy finishes a point behind Zampa, but a point ahead of Freddy, who finishes a point ahead of Callum, who finishes 2 points ahead of Ethan. So, very close from P7 to P11 there. And then it's the Salmon P12, followed by Max, Cthulhu, Ranga, Wed Throne, Mallard, Crypto, Nudomatic, and Codzilla is your top 20. and that was a fascinating race and a glitchy ass race to finish the championship off with. But I think we're gonna see, can we get everyone in the party here as well?
We have most of them.
I do think Freddie added me, but I'm pretty sure I've added him before.
I think he's in. I think
I'm in.
Freddie's in the party.
Is he in? Is he in? Is everyone in?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, we're gonna start off with Freddie. How'd that race go for you, Freddie? Also, make sure to tick the box, everyone,
yeah.
as you come in.
I was pretty poor because of the safety cars. 4, I think it was. I don't know. Yeah. Then I got damage from spared. If I'm gonna see brake testing me. But then the fourth one saved me, to be fair, and then went on softs, and that was pretty much all the racing we got. So pretty boring.
But despite that, it is a good podium in the end, and the fastest lap to go with it as well. So did get a good points haul regardless. We're going to move now on to Ethan, who did end up winning his first race in WHF. Ethan, how'd that race go for you?
Yeah, well, I think everything went to plan. There was so many safety cars. It was kind of like I was just sitting behind this, this safety car, pitting later on for hards instead of pitting earlier. It was a bit crazy, to be honest. And then obviously the contact with Rob causing a massive pile-up with basically everybody behind me getting damaged. I wasn't really happy about that, but I'm really happy I got the win. And, pole, convert that to a win. It was always nice, but obviously disappointed for the cars behind you got impacted by the damage.
Mm-hmm. But needless to say, you'll be seeing what the stewards say about all of the 30,000 incidents, and they'll be busy all the way up until next season trying to figure out who finished where by the end of that race. But anyway, we're now going to move on to GB, who finished P2 in the championship, P4 on track. GB, how'd that race go for you?
I think those guys have summed it up, really. It was a bit of a mess. The strategy was working well at the start, and then 6 million safety cars happened, so... Yeah, it's a shame that the final race ended like that, and the damage and getting brake tested and whatnot, but I don't think I was going to win it anyway. I've played the championship the way I want to drive, and I'm quite happy with P2. So, yeah, not too bad. We'll come back next season and see what we can do.
Yeah, nonetheless, it was a very good drive from you this season, and you finished P2 despite missing 2 races, so that's definitely nothing to be definitely nothing to be ashamed about. That's a terrific.
I think I kept the record as well of top 4 in every race, which was the main aim I had for tonight. So
yep.
I'm very happy with that, to finish every race in the top 4.
But it was a good championship, and I'm sure we will see more from you next season. But we're now going to move on to our Tier 2 champion, Dynamic Duo. How'd that race go for you, and how did that championship go for you as well?
Well, the race is very eventful. Got spun out in turn 1, like that. Then there was a safety car early on, which gave me a couple positions. And then it was the Constantino safety car. I think it was most of the race spent behind setting the safety car condition. But I got lucky. Like boxing early with the hard I think the second safety car. That gave me quite a bit of track position. And then that final safety car got stopped and with him won contention for the win.
Yep, well, nonetheless, it was a very good race from you, and despite only finishing P2 on track, it is the championship win in Tier 2, and it was a brilliant drive from you the whole season. I think that was I'm trying to think. You've got 4 wins. I'm trying to remember how many podiums that is now. I need to get this picture up somewhere. Let's see. That is your 6th podium. And GB's record of top 4s was unbeaten, because Duo's record was getting inside the top 5. you actually ended up having a slow start to the season with P5, 4, 5, 5, and then you went on a tear following Belgium, got P2, then a win in Italy, and then 3 wins in a row from Austria, Silverstone, and Qatar, which I think ultimately ended up sealing the championship there. And then for the last race, it was just about keeping it clean, and you did just that, also finishing ahead of your championship rival on track as well. I'm sure helps the ego
Yeah.
as well. But anyway, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, this has been Tier 2 WHF Season 2, and Dynamic Duo is your champion, and we will be back tomorrow for the Season 1 finale, where there's 4 points separates Cookie and Cloud in the Tier 1 Championship, so stay tuned for that. But we will be back. Also, for those of you unaware, we'll be back in May for a May mystery month, and we'll be doing some mystery events. There will be 2 tiers if there's enough signups for 2 tiers, just to let you know, for those of you who didn't know that information. But if there's not enough signups, then we'll do 1 tier. Currently, last time I checked, we've 28 signups, so hopefully by the time we have it, we have enough for 2 tiers, so that there's not drivers missing out. Yes, Johnny, in the chat, you can join. There's a link to the Discord in the bio for anyone who wants to join. Anyone watching, if you have enjoyed, and please, I do want to follow, please do. But I have been WHFRO, joined by Ollie, if you're still there, Ollie.
I am. Yes, I am.
And we will be back next season, I'm sure, on the next game. And also we will be back tomorrow for the Tier 1 finale. But we're now going to head out and raid Jamie Rose. So everyone drop Jamie Rose a follow on your way out. But thank you all for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. And we'll also see WHFRO overtaking Ollie in the championship. But thank you all for watching, and goodbye.
What the fuck?